Alright guys, so today I'm going to be doing a quick little video. Probably won't even take more than like 4 minutes, 3 minutes of your time. It's pretty much what I'm going to do is I've thought about doing this for quite some time. I know I've mentioned in one of my videos that I was planning on getting clear fog lights, but it was brought up to me by a friend that why would I want to do that considering my stock fog lights are yellow, and most people go, when they go aftermarket, they go yellow fog lights because every car out there comes with white fog lights. Why would I want white fog lights and just look like every other car on the road? Yellow fog lights kind of like sets yourself apart from like everybody, and it just looks pretty good when it's like rolling past you and stuff like that. So I just went ahead, I'm gonna keep the fog lights, but my fog lights are kind of ugly only because the person that had them before, the car before me, had tried to tint like a bunch of stuff with like that spray tint, and it was a pain to get off. And now the fog lights are kind of just like, they're just hazy and ugly, and they're just, I've tried to wet sand them and clear them, and it just doesn't really end up working. So I'm just gonna give it a light tint, light vinyl tint. I'm not a huge fan of vinyl tinting headlights or taillights, only because, you know, visibility problems. Like, I'm not, you could be held accountable for those type of things. So I don't really care. But because these are fog lights and they don't really do much, then I'm going to go ahead and do that install now. And I guess I'll go ahead and show you guys how to do that. So yeah, we're gonna jump right in. By the way, I'm no professional, so don't judge me. Okay, so here we have the fog light. As you can see, it's pretty hazy and ugly. First things first, you're going to want to do is make sure that the vinyl sticks. Is pretty much just rub it down with some rubbing alcohol. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. Once you make sure that this is clean, what you're going to want to do is make sure, usually you're going to want to take these fog lights out. With the fog lights in though, I was able to tuck in all around the corners, so I didn't have any problems. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this side with it, and I didn't really have any problems. I did it within like, I think like 10 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Next thing I did pretty much was I cut a piece of vinyl to the same size as the fog, a little bigger than the fog light, obviously, because you're going to want to have some leeway to tuck in. And also, let me show you guys right over here on the inside of the fog light, as you guys can see right here, you're going to want to create like an extra, a little bit more of vinyl here so that you can tuck it back and cover this inside part as well. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cut a piece of vinyl that's wider and taller than the fog light itself, and then we'll get wrapping. Alright, so I cut the vinyl piece that's bigger than what's here, so that's perfect. One thing that I will mention is that this vinyl that I'm using is actually Vivvid vinyl. It's a, I found it on Amazon. It's like a tint, it's like the lightest smoke tint that they have, I think. And yeah, on the other side, I didn't have any problems with air bubbles because this Vivvid vinyl, if you look really closely, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, it has like little air channels for the air to escape from. So it looks pretty, it's pretty straightforward. I didn't really use heat until the edges, only so that I can make sure that they tuck in very nicely. So pretty much what I did is I kind of just like stuck it right in like the center, kind of. Make sure it hits the bulb or the fog light first, and then pretty much just like work your way out. So yeah, just when you put it in the middle, it's gonna create like a little hinge, basically. I like to use my fingers. You can use, it comes with like a little squeegee that you can use, but for the beginning stages, I just like to use my finger. But for right now, I'll use the squeegee just to show you guys. As you guys can see, I already have this bottom side laid out, and there's already like no bubbles because the material just like works itself out. Like, it's just pretty awesome stuff. So yeah, right here, there's a little bubble. You just keep pressing it out and it'll go away. Right here, there's like a little crease, so we're gonna have to pull up. Right there. Crease. Probably for the crease, I'll probably use the heat just to get it out. just like that, the film just reset itself and the crease is gone. So for this, I might have kind of cut it close here with the vinyl, so this might be a little pain. Air bubbles. And guys, when you're doing stuff like this, try to always buy a little bit extra material, only so that when if you were to mess up or anything, you always have backup, so you're not stuck just having to try to reuse material over and over again, because sometimes the material just gives up. I'll tuck it in the corners. Make sure it's not stuck on the body, because it might look like it's all on the fog light, but it might be stuck on the body of the car and not actually on the fog light. So make sure you got it all on the fog light. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So now what I'm going to go do is get my X-Acto knife, cut around, leave this little extra flap right here, just cut around here, and then use the heat and tuck in the corners. And what I did for this part is basically use the heat gun and just pull it over. Don't pull too hard because you don't want to stretch the material. It's not necessary to stretch this material, only because it has all the air channels and everything. So it's not a big deal to stretch it. All you got to do is pretty much just pull it in that direction and it will go. Yeah guys, it was a pretty easy mod, and it changes the look of your fog lights absolutely, like completely. It looks so much better, I think, now than it did before, and I am super stoked on how that came out. So yeah guys, if you enjoyed this video, I think it ended up being a lot longer than the 3 minutes I initially said it was gonna be. But if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up and comment, subscribe. Any questions you might have, I'm free to answer them. So thanks again guys for supporting and everything, and thanks again for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next one. I'll see you. Peace.